Good evening to all. Today we are going to discuss about ethical dilemma. So what is the definition of ethical dilemma? The definition of a dilemma is a situation where there is no clear easy choice or answer. There are many alternatives are there. We can choose best alternatives among the alternatives. For the examples of a dilemma is when you only have 2 extra tickets in a particular event and 3 friends that want to go. An argument necessitating a choice between equally unfavorable or disagreeable alternatives. So we can select best alternatives. Among the alternatives, we can select best decision making among the many alternatives. So what is the meaning of ethical dilemma? A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between 2 courses of action, either of which entails transgressing a moral principle. He is faced with an ethical dilemma. So Levi is forced to help save his father's life or follow his sense of duty. For the example, any act that is concerned with doing something that is beneficial to the person or the organization but is unethical in general is called an ethical dilemma. It creates a paradox in the person's mind between choosing two unfavorable situations. So another one examples. So another term for ethical dilemma in philosophy, ethical dilemmas also called ethical paradoxes or moral dilemmas, are the situation in which an agent stands under two or more conflicts, more requirements, so none of which overrides the other. So what are the important causes of ethical dilemma? Dilemma may arise out of various sources of behavior or attitude among the peoples. As for instance, it may arise out of failure of personal character, attitude, the conflict of personal values and organizational goals versus social values, etc. So what are the important characteristics of the ethical dilemma? The difference between ordinary decision making and ethical decision making is the nature of the problem to be solved. The following are the examples of some circumstances where ethical dilemmas often arise. The first thing is uncertainty about the consequences. The rule book does not apply. No good options. The disagreement with no time for consensus building. So what are the difference between problem and dilemma? A problem is a situation that must be resolved somehow. A dilemma is a difficult choice between unattractive alternatives. In ethical issue, the ethical decision-making process for an ethical issue such as this should occur quickly, leading to an easy resolution, since there is no conflict between the principles. In ethical dilemma, typically an ethical dilemma, on the other hand, exists when two or more ethical principles or standards are conflicting with each other. How to resolve an ethical dilemma? The right decision method, first we can recognize the ethical dilemma, we can identify the ethical dilemma, then we can identify point of view. So then we can gather what are the resources are available and we'll get assistance. So have a plan. We must do the plan how to take good decisions, how to solve a problem through the alternatives. So take necessary action based on the ethical standards. Thank you.